أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وعجل فرجهم. Today is 3rd of June 2026 and it's Wednesday and we're going to do the trade review of the Tuesday. I took a trade on Monday. There was no opportunity on Monday and I took it trade on Tuesday and it was not a good trade. So start of the month should be here. Uh, I took one trade on GFT account and it resulted in loss, and I took a trade again on any other account. Let's get to it. It was a forced trade. It was, if not against, but not aligned as well with the higher time frame. It was with only and only on lower time frame, and it was emotional. Not emotional, I would say, but a very unprofessional and non-serious trade. And I'm not proud of that at all, and I feel very shitty. And I feel shit. So on a weekly chart, let's talk about start. It's a new month, so let's start from the monthly chart. I highlighted this recent monthly week, low week, and this highest week, okay, and this week as well. Right now we are here at the C of the monthly. So on, I traded gold. Sorry, gold. This is the best bearish S&P on weekly. You can see it. The silver didn't take this high of the previous month, but gold has. Okay. So there is a bearish S&P on weekly. Let's go into the daily. On daily chart, we went higher and took this recent low, the highs. Okay, and before that we went lower. We took this low, but we didn't take this low. Okay, so we went to the C and then went higher. Okay, then went for the highs, and this is the candle we are going to talk about. Okay, so by saying only this daily chart, if I have to choose any high time frame bias, they should have been bearish, but I traded long. So after saying it, after the trade, it was a forced trade. So I highlighted this recent premium week and this low week of that this Monday candle. Okay, we went higher, and then you can see. Let's get to the 4-hour chart. So with a clear higher high on 4-hour, breaking market structure, went higher, placed into a very deep discount area, touched the low quarter. So this was the area which I talked. So I was more bullish. Why? And what I wanted. Bearish has something, but I'm more bullish than bearish. If we are really bullish, I want price to respect the monthly low, but to the upside with a 1-hour break. What I mean by this is, if we are bullish, which I wanted more. But if we are bullish, and I'm sticking with a bullish bias, I want to see a break to the upside of this low quarter, okay? And there should be a 1-hour break, and I want a break here on higher time frame, and use this low quarter to upside, okay? Then I'll be very comfortable taking a long for looking for this upper quarter and then this, okay? It didn't happen, and still I took a long trade, and without high time frame. I will talk about what happened and what was the trade reason. So on higher time frame, we were here. So we were here, okay? This is the 4-hour chart on this New York session. We went to the low quarter, respected to the downside, a 1-hour break, respected the upper quarter, and went down, okay? Before it's the early New York session, and it's early trade as well, respected the breaking market structure, low quarter, and recent liquidity which it took at PM. Yeah, so this was one of the signs that it's not a good idea to take a long, especially without a higher time frame confirmation, like a 1-hour break to upside. So we were here. It was 10 a.m. news. It was Tuesday 10 a.m. news. You can see. The news happened, at least, and we went lower. We respected this upper part of the monthly, and plus this daily week, which is the old week. It's not a recent week, which make it a low probable week, okay? And there was no liquidity taken. Yes, we went into a deep discount of this range, but there was no liquidity taken. And on higher time frame, there was liquidity taken on higher time frame as well. And you can see, and these highs were taken as well. Recent highs. Okay, went down. I took a long. Let's talk about reason behind this trade. So we were here. Respected in early in the early New York session, in the 8:30 opening, went higher. Respected it, went down. Expansion before the 9:30 opening or before the news. So it was also a sign that it's not a I would say sign for a bit expecting less. It was a sign of that I should be expecting less, and if I want to trade, it should be aligned with higher time frame. It should be a very confirmed trade. But yeah, it was a whole forced trade, a totally forced trade, and I know how bad I feel about it, and I should be feeling this, and I should be feeling more bad about it. Okay, so that's why I'm talking about it. I will talk about all the mistake very clearly. And inshallah, I will not try. This was a very silly mistake. I acted very unprofessionally. And yeah, so why did I took this route? Why did I take this route? We went down. Okay, after the news respected this, a beautiful 5 minute break. Okay, there's a breakaway gap plus 5 minute. This was the first presented 5 minute gap. 1 minute was a tiny gap here. Okay, so there was this 5 minute first presented fair value gap, and this was the second presented fair value. It was bigger with a breaking market section. So went down, respected, made a breakaway gap, went down. So it was a good price action. It was a good, but that's it was a good entry model by saying only 5 minute and first presented fair value. But I'm not trading a low time frame entry model only. My behind my trade, it's the high time frame plays the 80% of the role. Okay, and yeah, like 60-70% and entry model is also very important, but without one thing, the other thing is nothing. Okay, or it's a very low probable or gamble trade. On low time frame, 1 minute chart, we went down, respected it, and I took it on this breaking. Also, one more thing, there was one on 1 minute, there was no purple yen block as well. So I didn't wait for a purple yen block. I should have waited for price to respect this first presented 5 minute gap if I wanted to trade or take a trade, but I did not. So went lower, respected it, and I took on the first break in market structure. And third, consolidation went higher, then went very deep, took these lows, and then went one time higher. Respected it, we were respecting it very clearly, and then we went down. Okay, after it went for the recent low, which was by seeing all the higher time frame was more bearish though. So it went down, respected the 500 first percent free value gap, break in market structure, Republican block made entry, and then went for this recent low, and that made then these, and yeah, and start going for that. So short setup was here. So although I was wrong with the buy, so short setup so was more bearish than bullish. So this was the short setup which was wrong. Okay. Let's see on 1 minute chart what would be the entry. So still seeing it going to the downside, the price action was not good. I shouldn't have traded at all. So we went down. Yeah, this entry, this would be entry, and if I wanted to see this respective to AC, so this would be entry as well. Go down. This was the most entry with the confirmation and with safest entry. Okay. Yeah. So it was a 2 hour trade, went for the upper quarter. Yeah. So share psychologically, yeah. Let's get to the trade review. It's a little view of the trading day. I wrote something about the emotions and all. I think I will talk about that. It was a post trade, but I'll maybe reveal some more depth into it. I don't think I have to talk about the entry behind it anymore, or this. I will talk about it. Let's get into the daily end of the day review. Okay. This part I wrote it when the price hit the stop loss line. Yeah. And these, other than this, all I wrote this morning. Okay, just like few minutes before I started the recording. What was overall market character today? Besides notion state, I'm playing that this part is written after the trade, but all the other are written at this moment. I don't know if it's important or not, but just I was just hearing it because it is more present, and it's more. You can see the change between this and this of the writing style. So let's start with high time frame. We were between. There was what I mean by between is there were no kind of because we made a low on 4 hour, and there was a higher high as well. We made a low before, and then recently we made a higher high. So if there's a bias to take, it should have been the bearish because we recently took the recent highs, made a higher high. There's a 4 hour break and all. I want price to respect the monthly low quarter to the upside, which would be a sign of bullish that yeah, definitely it would happen. But that's the thing, it did not respect that to upside, and I still take a long trade without any information. And it was no mistake of any my model or any other thing. It was my own mistake. I lost the control of myself. Okay, I'm back. So where was I? Let's start. High time frame. What was the overall characteristic? High time frame. We were so yeah, I will talk about it, which means more bearish than bullish. But I took it without any higher time frame. What was your emotional state? I was bored, impatient, did not care about 1 hour. The trade is not a bad, but I should have waited. It was not a logical trade at all, Nalano. But at that time, I was not. I didn't see it like I am seeing right now, or and it was clear. I was so I treated last trading day so unprofessionally that I was not even was confirmed with by anything. Okay, so I was non-serious, and I must not be doing this again, and I will not, inshallah ta'ala. And I have to I can't do if I'm not going to learn from a mistake, I'm just going to suffer, and that's what I will deserve. So yeah, I can't make this silly mistake. I can't just ruin all my progress, which I made, and this step my emotion can't ruin all thing with my emotions. Or yeah, so I was bored, injured, I was anxious, not feeling good. Yeah, I was injured, I was not in my best, not feeling good, consolidation and all. But I have to remind myself, it's the biggest part of this game, which is enduring losses. It's just a day which was not sad. Okay, you made a mistake, and just regret what. Look at your next step and just try to don't make this again. And learn from it. That's the main thing, that you know that you made a mistake and you can fix it. It's a mistake which can be fixed. What was you expecting? What happened? I was expecting price to respect the monthly upper quarter and daily week and go for the monthly lower quarter. But by saying it after the trade period, there was no sign of higher time frames. There was no higher time frame. I took it on low time frame entry model, weak confirmation. What was the best trade? So there was no best trade. So that's why nothing to out on it. Did I make any mistake? What triggered me? Yes, I did made mistake. I first trade, and the reason behind it, why just I was just unprofessional. I wanted to do something. I just took it like fuck it. I'm taking it. Yeah. Maybe because of my lack of control myself. Uh, it's not uh, how it should be. Yeah. Beside lack control of on myself and emotion on my emotions. Emotions over I don't know. I not liking how I wrote it. Side trading FOMO, fear of living behind. I'm just wanting to make it quicker. Yeah, I feel these were the deep reasons. I'm not saying it, the cause and effect, that what I mean by cause and effect, that oh this happened, that's why it happened. This happened. It was my own choice. I uh, I traded very well in a very worse situations, like beside trade in my mind. So it's just a way of, can you control yourself? Do you choose to control yourself? So that was just how I I became, I don't know how to say it. So I'm not saying it's cause and effect. I chose to do this. I wasn't control. I did control this from a long time. This was nothing new. I just became very unprofessional and not serious. I'm sorry, Nalan. I will be better next time. Yeah, I'm saying to myself. Technical mistake. No 1 hour break. No. So let's talk about the 1 hour break. I already we saw this in the previous week. After seeing it in few trades, and I said that I will look into the all data. I'm looked at uh, um, a whole month of April in the back. Sorry, I don't have to tell that it's April or anything. I looked at a backtest data of a whole month. Okay, stay. I'm looking into more. I will look into more. I will set daily checklist that I will make a timer that I will look into the backtest data for this time. Okay, for this, or will look into 15 days or month of data. Okay, so by seeing a whole month of data, a higher 1 hour break is a important thing. Okay, but I saw trades without 1 hour, no 1 hour break. They were also good, and they also paid out well. Okay, but there were some things which were changed or which were different um, in them. Like it's not that I can trade a 1 hour, no 1 hour break, take a trade without no 1 hour break, just by the like it's becoming entry mode. I'm saying, but I saw one more thing, which was when there's a no 1 hour break model form, and it's most probably going to go well. It they take a recent liquidity or a higher time frame liquidity. So it's a thing which I observed, and I'm still saying I'm not making it a confirmed thing right now. I'm still looking into the old data, but there's a one clear thing: with a 1 hour break, it's high probable. Okay, and without a 1 hour break, there are some circumstances. Okay, there should be some other confirmation. Like one thing I noticed is, if you are going to take a trade, if you are there's a all the higher time frame aligned with the bias and all, and if the entry model is forming, but there is no 1 hour break, one thing I noticed is it should be taking a liquidity. It should have been in the past. No, recently it should take a liquidity. Okay, there's no liquidity uh, below it. Okay, That's one thing I noticed. I'm looking into more, and inshallah ta'ala, at least I will look into 3 or 4 months of data. Then I will make a conclusion. And inshallah ta'ala, I'm very grateful to Allah um, that He gives me this, and I was able to see this, and inshallah ta'ala, it will help me a lot. So this was the one about the 1 hour week. I wrote it on a notebook. I hope I wish I had a AI system, like I paste the uh, data on it and use that assistant, AI assistant, to tell me which, like for example, look into the 1 hour break in my old data before chart and after chart. Does it play a big role in the win rate, or if when there's a win without a 1 hour break, what's the difference, and what's common, okay, in a loss and a win? So it can be made, but I think I have to pay something for that. Inshallah ta'ala, I will use it because I'm doing it on, and I'm a human. I'm doing it with a pencil and a notebook. It takes a lot of time, and it's a chance of error. There's a chance of error with AI as well, but let's give it gives more, so much more than I can, and in a very short time. So let's just close the day. It's already been 33 minutes. What the one action I will take tomorrow to avoid this mistake, avoid repeating this mistake? Will trade with high time frame, will not act non-serious. 1 hour confirmation, high time frame bias align, clear direction. Then there's a clear direction with the bias, okay, and then I will take a trade. Otherwise, I will not. Plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is NFE Wednesday news, okay, and it's 10 a.m. news as well. After I will look for a higher time frame aligned trade after the news. No against here, higher time frame, higher time with the higher time frame. So this was the day. Let me. So this was the day, and inshallah, ta'ala, I'm just making a thumbnail. So inshallah, ta'ala, in the next video, Allah Hafiz.